Hey everybody, welcome back for a couple of quick little knots. These are 6 knots that I think you pretty much can't go without. Basically, for everything else in the rest of the series of these videos, these are 6 knots that you're going to need to know. They're pretty straightforward, they're pretty simple. I'll take you through them. The first one up is going to be the Alpine Butterfly. We're going to follow that up. We're going to do a Clove Hitch. We're going to do a Trucker's Hitch. We will do a double fisherman's knot. We'll also do a Bowline and a Marlin spike hitch. I'm just going to fix this camera up, readjust, get it a little bit closer here, and we'll get straight on to the first one. So here we are. The first one up is the Alpine Butterfly. This is a dead simple knot. It's super easy to tie. You can tie it whether both ends of the rope are attached to 2 other items, trees, poles, whatever the case is. It's just a real handy one. It's actually more of a hitch than a knot. And this is real good for putting a good solid loop that won't move up or down in the middle of a rope. And the real big advantage to this one, of course, is that the rope will be just as strong on the pull as it was before you put the knot in. And it'll also be just as strong when you're pulling it sideways. Let's get into this. Dead simple. Lay your hand out first of all, just like this. We're going to lay the rope over our hand. We're going to come around once, and the next time we come around, we're going to lay that rope in between. See, just like this. We're going to go right down in the middle. Now, when you go to do that, you can test to see which one you need to go with next. You pick up on this one, it's real loose. Pick up on this one, it's also real loose. If you pick up on the third one, it's tight on both sides. We're going to grab that one, we're going to pick it up. We're going to come over the top of both of those. With our thumb, we're just going to push it up, underneath, out by our fingers. We're going to grab that loop, pull it up, pull it out. Okay, I'm going to pull that out and we're going to set the knot in this direction. Give it a good old yank. Now that's going to be just as strong to pull on the rope this way as that loop is going to be to pull this way. Okay? Real nice, real handy. You can make that loop any size you want. Real strong. That's the Alpine Butterfly. Take this apart and do it one more time for you. So, in your hand, gonna go over once. Second time over, we're gonna come down in the middle. We're gonna put that third wrap right down in the middle, just like that, okay? We're gonna pick up the one on the outside of our fingers. We're gonna go over the top, stuff it up underneath, pull it through. Set the knot in both directions. Alpine Butterfly, super handy. Next up here is the Clove Hitch. Clove Hitch is real fast to tie. There's 2 different ways I'm going to show you to do it. First one, dead simple. Got the rope here just like this. We're going to cross our hands over, thumbs pointed out. Okay, we're going to pull it back. We get 2 loops. They're going to be 1 on each side. You can see this one's on this side of that rope, closest to you. The other one's on the other side of the rope, closest to me. Okay, and we're just going to pass these hands back behind each other like this. Pick up those 2 loops together. So you've got this little X happening over the center one here like that. That is your Clove Hitch. Super simple, super easy. Constrictor type of knot. Self-tightening. The harder you pull on it, the harder it tightens on itself. You can back that up. You can put a stopper knot on this side. Keeps it from sliding on through. Just a simple overhand will do that. Easy peasy. You can go back around. You can put another half hitch around the piece that you're tying it to. And it ain't going anywhere. Take that apart. Do that one more time for you. Cross our hands. Thumbs pointing outwards. Cross our hands back. And pass it behind. Pick up these 2 loops. Just like that. Clove Hitch. Other way to do that, instead of passing your hands back and forth, you can just put a loop away from you. You can put a loop towards you. Cross those back behind each other. Pick up those 2 loops. Same thing. Clove Hitch. Super easy, super good, super fast. All right, folks, next up here, we've got the Marlin Spike Hitch. Marlin Spike Hitch, best way to describe that is just a slippery overhand knot with a toggle. You've got your rope tied off. You've got this rope tied off to something here. It's just tied to the garage door because I couldn't find anything else to hang on to it. And sometimes you just want to put a handle in a rope. You're gonna pulling something. You got no grip this way. You wish you had something better here. This is a real simple, easy way to put a stick in there. Also really good just for quick release type of knot. You can pull on this real hard, and it's not hard to undo, no matter how much you load it up. So your rope is coming down here like this. We're just going to pull up this. I'm going to flip that loop over. Okay. Everybody can see that. We're going to come up. Sorry, I put an extra loop in there. Come up, and we're going to grab that rope up inside of it. Pull a little piece of that out. Okay, everybody can see that. At this point, it's pretty much your standard slippery pull apart overhand knot, which everybody can tie. One of those, Okay, I'll do that. Boom, you pick it up. But we're gonna grab any little old stick here off the ground, and we're gonna slip it on through into that loop that we've just created. Okay, there it is. Nice and solid. Pull on that all you want. Tightens on itself. Kind of a constrictor knot over here on this side, and that stick basically holds it together. You can put that on any sort of line, as long as you've got a wee bit of slack, and you can make that loop in there, and away you go. Now, easy again to undo. You just kind of give it a wee bit, give it a shake, pull that stick out of it, pull it apart. It's gone. Real simple. Put that loop in there, flip it, pick up that piece, open it up. Put your stick through it. Very easy, very solid. All right, now next one up here, bowline. Now, I don't know why a lot of people have a real hard time. They struggle with this bowline. Once you understand the principle of it, you can look at it, you can tell if you're doing it wrong before you put it together and actually do it wrong. But it's dead simple. I'm going to leave the dead end out here like this. Okay, we're going to keep this stuff out of the way here. Okay, I'm going to lay it away from me on the top of my hand. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to do one loop. Okay, just like that. I'll lay it in. Now, this one is running under. This one is running over. Okay, this is the loop. This end over here is what's going to go around your tree or your ball hitch, whatever it is that you're towing, whatever you want to get a loop around, that's that one. If you're going to tie it around a post, now is the time to pass that around the post, the twig or the stick or the tree, and then you're going to come back. Now, the idea here is that this one is running under, so you're going to come under it and up out the hole. Okay, coming over this one, we're going to go around the back side of here and then back in the hole, and we're going to follow this one back in and along the side of itself, just like that. Okay, super easy. I'm going to pull that up nice and snug. Okay, I'm going to pull it in this direction. I'm going to pull that in that direction, just to set the knot. Boom. Bowline hitch. Very easy, very solid. Can work itself loose, can walk loose. This one here, if you're going to use this for climbing on, you got to either do 2 loops up in here, or you've got to finish this off with a Yosemite hitch, going back around, coming back through. That is more of a topic for a climbing video, not the sort of thing we're just going to get into right here tonight. Very super, very solid. The other super key advantage to this knot is that no matter how much you tow with this, no matter how hard you pull, you use this on the ball hitch of your car to pull your bulldozer out of the ditch, it's still going to come undone very easily no matter how much you load it up. You're just going to break that open by flipping this little loop down, Flip it over, flipping that loop apart. Done. Does not matter how hard you tighten that. So again, real quick here, put a loop in. Okay, this one's coming over, so I'm gonna go over it, under the other one. I'm gonna go around here and back in. The key with that is that when you do go back in, you're gonna keep these lines running side by side. The idea there is that you're gonna be trying to pull this end of the rope back through the loop. Ain't gonna happen because you're also pulling it. You're restricting it from pulling itself back in. It's a bit hard to explain. Okay. Bowline. Okay, you can make a slip knot out of that. You can just pass the other end of the rope up on through here, and then you could attach that over something. You could pull that up. Be a slip knot. That would be considered a running bowline. Okay, super easy. Comes undone. Flip it over. Break the little tension on it. Pull that out.